The book I'm about to tell you about took me by surprise. Tithe by Holly Black. It's one that has been on my bookshelf for years. A few years ago I had heard great things about it and bought it on a whim, but I couldn't get past page 15. The cursing and sexual references were over the top, and honestly, it weighed down the story. It was much too heavy for what I thought a young adult novel should be, so I put it away and I never touched it again. I have limited room on my bookshelf since I moved, so I have a big box of books that I'm going to sell. Tithe was one of the books that I was selling, but there came a day when I was stuck in a 3-hour-long line trying to get financial aid. So I searched through that big box of books in the trunk of my car, and Tithe was the book that saved my brain from exploding from boredom. And to tell the truth, I actually ended up really enjoying it. I still think that the swearing and sex is too intense for a book for teens. I mean, I know that there are teens that swear a lot and have a lot of sex, but it shouldn't be rubbed in our faces, right? And when I was a teenager reading this book, I definitely thought it was way too much. Maybe because I'm older and a bit more mature, I was able to enjoy it a bit more. And actually, I enjoyed it a lot. Does it make me a creeper that I thought that steamy kiss scenes between teenagers were exciting? To be fair, only one of them was a teenager. Sorta. The other was a fairy. Totally not my type, but I still found him sexy somehow. And all of the things that you find out about the world of the Fae was quite fun. The magical, mischievous world that Holly Black has depicted has made other books, like Cassandra Clare's novels, that much more fun. Diving into that world of power was more and more exciting with every page. And as the book continued, the swearing and crudeness got less pronounced. Maybe because Kay stopped hanging out with her obnoxious human friends. Maybe I just got used to it. Either way, by the end of the novel, I was pretty convinced that I have to find out what happens next. This is the first book in a trilogy after all. I have to thank this book. While I may not have been thrilled with it at the very beginning, it got me through a few very long lines and waits. I'm still conflicted about what genre I would place this book in. I think the swearing and sexual content are definitely better for an older audience, but at the same time, the story, the characters, and the writing style would be awesome for teens. You should give it a try. Just be aware that it's kind of rowdy sometimes. Turns out I'm not going to sell Tithe after all. This is one book that I do want on my shelf. If you are interested in buying Tithe by Holly Black, there are links below this video. And don't forget to check out my blog for updates about books and more.